I feel like a complete idiot writing this, but I honestly don't know what else to do. Maybe shouting into the void will help me figure out what the hell just happened to my life. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I had been with my girlfriend Kayla for almost 3 years. I thought we were solid. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but I really, truly loved her. She made me feel seen. That was the word I always used when talking about her to my friends. She sees me. I thought she was it. The one. The end game. Kayla had always been more adventurous than me, especially in bed. That wasn't a problem, at first. I liked how confident she was about her body and her desires. She wasn't shy or repressed. She knew what she liked. And for a while, I thought I could keep up. But things started shifting about a year into our relationship. She began bringing up fantasies more often, things she wanted to try, positions, places, scenarios. I was mostly game. I wanted to be that guy. The fun boyfriend. The one who could meet her halfway. I even went along with the roleplay stuff, which honestly made me feel kind of silly, but she was into it, and her excitement always made it feel worth it. Then, around month 28, she dropped the big one. We were lying in bed one night after watching some movie. I can't even remember what it was because everything about that night got overshadowed by what she said next. "You know what would be crazy hot?" she said, running her fingers down my chest. I asked, thinking it'd be something we'd laugh about. "A threesome. Like, you, me, and another guy." Now, I'm not a jealous guy by default, but I'm also not wired in a way where the idea of sharing the person I love turns me on. I just couldn't compute it. But I didn't say no immediately. I just froze. She noticed. "It's just a fantasy," she said quickly. "I'm not saying we have to do it. I just wanted to tell you what I've been thinking about." I nodded and mumbled something like, "Cool, thanks for sharing," and tried to change the subject. But once that idea was out there, it didn't go away. She brought it up again a few weeks later. This time more seriously. She'd been thinking more about it and had read some stories and felt like it could be a great way to spice things up. That she loved me, and it would just be for fun. A wild memory. A bonding experience. I asked her, point blank, why another guy? She said, "Because I want to see you lose control. I want to see how it feels when I'm completely overwhelmed, and I want you to see that too. It's not about me choosing someone else. It's about us doing something crazy together." It sounded insane, but also passionate. Like she had a vision. And again, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted her to look at me like I could match her fire. I wanted to prove I wasn't insecure. So after a few more weeks of back and forth and a lot of nervous inner dialogue, I agreed. With boundaries. No kissing on the mouth. No one finishes inside her except me. I'd pick the guy. One time only. She smiled so hard I thought her face would crack. And that's when everything started going downhill. We made a profile on one of those sketchy hookup forums. I was nervous even writing the thing. She helped, hell, she basically wrote most of it. She had a vision, remember? Within days, we had a dozen replies. Kayla filtered through them like she was shopping for shoes. She was giggling, rating people, saying things like, "Oh, he's hot, but his vibe is off," or "too desperate." I felt weird. Like I wasn't part of this as much as I was witnessing her fantasy unfold. Eventually, she settled on this guy named Darren. He was 29, former athlete, apparently respectful and experienced with couples play. His profile picture looked like a catalog model. I felt insecure immediately. She chatted with him for a few days, with me watching, and I told myself this was all part of the experience. Just build up. We met Darren in a hotel room. Neutral territory. I was shaking the whole way there. Kayla was excited, like it was prom night. She wore lingerie under her trench coat and sprayed perfume behind her ears. She kissed me in the elevator and whispered, "This is going to be amazing." It wasn't. I don't want to get into graphic detail, but I'll just say this, I became irrelevant about halfway through. I might as well have not been there. I tried to engage, tried to participate, but Kayla was laser-focused on Darren. The things she said to him, the way she touched him, she never acted like that with me. At one point I even stepped aside just to collect myself, and neither of them noticed. It was like I'd vanished. Afterward, I was quiet. Numb. She was glowing, like she'd just been on a roller coaster. "Wasn't that wild?" she kept asking. I nodded, pretending it was fine. I couldn't even look her in the eye for days. She noticed, of course. Asked me if I was okay. I said yes. Because I thought if I admitted how broken I felt, it would make me look small. Weak. Like I couldn't handle being a modern. But inside, I was crumbling. 2 weeks later, she brought Darren up again. He messaged me, she said casually while scrolling on her phone. Just said thanks and that he had fun. I asked if she replied. Just a smiley. Chill. But she didn't stop there. Over the next month, his name came up more. I'd see his texts pop up when she was in the shower. She changed her phone password. Started going out more. She had girls' nights every other week, which weren't a thing before. I asked her, straight up, "Are you seeing him?" She laughed. "God, no. You're being paranoid." But the signs kept piling up. One night, I came home early from work because I wasn't feeling well. Her car was in the driveway. Darren's was parked across the street. I froze. I don't know why I didn't storm in. Maybe I was scared of what I'd find. I waited in my car. For over an hour. Eventually, he came out. Shirt untucked, looking smug. Got in his car. Drove off. I walked into the house. Kayla was in sweatpants, watching Netflix. Like nothing happened. I didn't confront her. I couldn't. Because what would I even say? I had agreed to bring this guy into our bed. I had opened the door. I had tried to be modern, open-minded, adventurous. And now I was being replaced. Over the next few weeks, our relationship just dissolved. One day, I came home and she was packing. Calmly. Like it was no big deal. "I think I'm going to move in with my sister for a while," she said. I knew she didn't have a sister. I said, "Is it him?" She just looked at me and said, "You know, you're a really sweet guy. But we're just not on the same page anymore." That was it. That was the end. I haven't spoken to her since. She blocked me on everything. Mutual friends either ghosted or gave me some half-baked version of, "She's finding herself." I didn't tell my parents what really happened. Just said we broke up. I didn't tell my friends either. I just disappeared for a while. I couldn't face the embarrassment. The worst part? I miss her. Not the girl who left me. The girl I thought I was with. The girl who lit up when I cooked for her. The girl who danced in the kitchen. The girl who made me feel like I was enough. Turns out I was just a placeholder. I don't even know what the moral of this is. Don't say yes to things that make you feel small. Don't suppress your gut instincts. Don't try to prove yourself to someone who already sees you as disposable. All I know is I'm tired. And hurt. And angry at myself for letting it happen. And if she ever reads this, I hope Darren is everything you wanted. I really do. Because I gave you everything I had. And you used it to find someone else.